sharing my story, I feel like is the only way that I can return my thanks. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is G. I'm an artist, I'm a mom of two, and also in my mid-40s, I'm here to start over my art business. Well, if you're here because you are wondering how other people are doing in their 40s, 50s, 60s, you're at the right place. Also, if you're thinking about chasing something new, building your dream that you've been passionate about, well, I think we are at the same boat because we are like doing everything on top of existing responsibilities like life and family, kids, money. We are all here struggle together, so why don't we connect and support each other? Well, today I want to share 4 YouTube channels that really inspired me and nudged me finally to hit the record button to start my own channel. Well, let's start. I want to start with Amy Zhang. She is a green card maker. She's focusing on that side now, and I don't think she is posting her videos anymore. I don't think even like her channel is existing anymore. Anyway, like has been years ago, whenever I started watch her videos, that was a time that was something in me really unlocked, I would say, because that kind of style of videos were I would say I really didn't see that was clocked with and clicked with me. Anyway, hers was her videos were mostly about vlogs of the studio or her life. Not much her life, it was just business. Anyway, she would just share about her ideas and brainstormings or like what's going on in the business, what's up and downs and struggles and wins, all those like in such a calm way, peaceful and very honest, and it's almost like catching up with friends over coffee. And her consistency about uploading the video was incredible. It was like, I don't know, it was not at least every day, but it was like several times a week or even once a week. Her consistency was there. And she was not a girl. She was never acted like a guru. There was no videos, I don't remember, like 3 tips of doing this, 5 ways of doing this, and stuff like that. She was genuinely just sharing about her ideas and what her experience was like for like either fairs or green card businesses, talking to clients, all that kind of things. But I don't think it was ever really teaching moment, and she was not trying to be a guru. And the last thing was like something really different was, and something that I really want to follow along and take the step behind her is like her audience of the video is not necessarily her clients or her buyers. Her business clients were more like wholesale buyers for green cards and stuff like that. However, like her audiences on YouTube wouldn't be necessarily those people. It would be nice for her, but maybe it's not getting along. Anyway, that was like something really different. She was not trying to like convert those people 100%. Not every video would be like a marketing funnel into like to the sales, and over time probably that helped, but it was very clear that was not the focus. Okay, next, I want to talk about Tammy Ding. Her channel is Uncomfy, and it is pretty big, and probably in this type of category, art business and stuff, hers is pretty up there. She's doing very well. Her business grew over the years very big, I think, and I think she's in the phase 2. Anyway, what I really like about her channel is the branding. She really matched well about her personality, herself, her fashion, makeup, her styling. On top of that, her cute products and the video editing, and all together really creates this like brand aesthetic, I would say, is really pretty. Whenever you're looking at it, like looking at the video, although she's sharing her process and hard working, however, like literally she's like baking hundreds of like clay handmade clay products, and but it looks like so effortless and then genuine, like it's kind of stress free, it's calm and peaceful. It's almost like romanticizing artists life and their hard work, and she just nailed it and it's amazing. If I apply that to myself, I don't think I can really do, because that's what it comes to the next one, her video editing. You can tell like she's constantly being on the filming, like she snips this clip and that clips and make one videos. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. And besides that, her use of b-rolls and her use of angles, all those are really really nice and is so beautiful, and that creates the mood, and then that's great for her products. And now, although she's like kind of getting into the phase 2 of her business, it seems like now she wants to focus more on flushes, and is it plush or flush? Anyway, flushes or coloring books, and that are more like mass produced rather than handmade. But those are creating the similar vibe, and that helps each other from the previous ones. So it's really fantastic. If you have not been there, please check her. It's Tammy Ding. I think it's uncomfy. Anyway, the third thing I would say also is consistency. Like she's been doing this for years. I know like showing up regularly, consistently is really big deal. It is hard thing, and it is evidence of how hard you're working and how serious you're about. So that's another thing that I really admire. I think she said this uncomfy, her handmade clay business was like more like projects while she was a student, but that consistency was the key that she could grow up as a business owner and becomes that goes for the next stage. What else can I say? Well, she's also like sharing a lot of up and downs, her status, her ideas and everydays and all those things, but also she's kind of sharing like numbers as well, how she's doing about the money and analytics and all those things. But interestingly, hers is not really coming towards like teaching, this is the way you should do it, this is that way, like tips and those kind of things. It doesn't really come. It's more like report, I would say. Yeah, so it is quite interesting, and even that those kind of analytic videos are kind of fits with her aesthetic in general, and that's really interesting. Kelsey Rodriguez. Hers is again quite big. She's pretty popular in this category. Again, just like uncomfy, she's going to be pretty up there. However, I've been watching her like grown over years, just like uncomfy, just like Amy Zhang. Well, here's the thing, like her channel is quite different from, in fact, it's like opposite of Tammy's. And while Tammy's was like quiet, seeing she's just sharing her days in and outs and experience and all those things, Kelsey claims herself artist slash art business educator, I think. Well, she shares her paintings. She also sells her paintings. However, she also sells like online courses or coaching and digital resources, and I believe those kind of things are also her focus. And she's always figuring out how to generate more money out of her art business, and that's really exciting. And she would talk about the mindset, pricing, email list, all those like behind scene of the art business, which needs to be talked about. Those not being really taught in our school, and I have not learned personally. So it is really clear, and sometimes that's what I really need to know and hear. And you can really tell like throughout throughout the video thumbnails, like she's really trying to teach you and let you know what is the 1 2 3 step, what is the 1 2 3 tips, what is the 1 2 3, how to do and all those things in very loud and clear. And I love that. What's the next thing? I would say her commitment to show her passion of education. From the beginning, it was either like how to draw, how to paint better, what is the from those kind of education to now like art business side of teaching is really, really eye-opening, and I don't think I want to be there. However, her channel was also like letting me be here and yeah, like really inspiring all these young girls and how they hustle, you know, showing those things is way louder than just talking. Okay, the last one. The last person that I want to talk about is Alexa Serranoya. Well, all the names are pretty hard whenever it's written in English. English is hard. Anyway, her channel is again very direct and very like teachy, and she is a learning guru, I would say. Anyway, well, I want to say like forget about all these like Gen Z like creators who was born with iPad in their hand and they already know all the digital world and they're born into it, they're master it, they're the expert from the beginning. Like all these people that I mentioned, plus like all these like teenager creators, and then I'm not. I started with my life with cassette tape and CDs and then MP3, and now streaming service is like, I'm adapting new language throughout my my time. And if you're familiar with these things, winding cassette tape and then mixing tape and all those things, you're here with me. Anyway, so unlike those people who are young and Gen Z and know everything and fancy just by look and use, like, well, Alexa is different because she is mid 40s, or at least she's in 40s and getting toward like 50s, and she's targeting those people just like me. Gen-Xers, 40s, 50s, 60s, they're working towards something new and building and creating something that they've been dreaming of and chasing that new goal on top of their existing responsibilities. So that really clicked me. What can I say? That is something that I can relate to. And her way of talking is extremely direct and she's talking fast. I believe she used to be a teacher or a professor or something. So she's already nailed the talking part, and and the delivery is amazing. She's growing fast and fast. Anyway, beside that, the thing that really resonates with me is how much she's pushing. And her YouTube is nothing to do with art. Her YouTube is like how to grow your own YouTube channel. And she sells courses, digital resources and coaching and all those things, just like Kelsey. However, she reached that point a lot faster. That's not something that I really admire. However, like the way she reached to that level so fast, and speed is not something that I can really like aim for. However, the way she did, one, again, consistency, two, show up, and I believe she's like uploading 3 videos per week, and that's incredible. I'm trying to do 2. I'm trying my best. Anyway, those things, and she's also like giving me giving the viewers like, okay, three bullet points and you should do for your first YouTube videos, and what you should do and how to do it and all those kind of things, just like YouTube one-on-one kind of thing, is like really useful. Although it's not about art, I can apply for my YouTube channel. You can kind of generalize for those things. Am I going to take 100%? Because I'm in different industry and the way I'm doing is more like sharing my vlog and my journey. She's doing that, but she's more like teaching and being a guru. A little different. However, it's really incredible. Yeah. What else? Oh, yeah. I would say she made me feel comfortable about being the beginner. I think her channel is really new. It's been about a year, a little over a year. So it is fairly new. I don't feel like her channel is like way miles ahead of me. She's more like footsteps ahead of me, so I can just follow a little by little and know, like, just be the beginner YouTube creators and art business and any business, and anyway, so making me feel comfortable to start this, and just it's okay to be beginner, that mindset. Really, she's like shouting throughout her old thumbnails, just do it and accept your mistakes, and it's okay to be rough, and all that is like, that is like huge push, like hit the button right now. Well, all these 4 channels really influenced me to be here, and I really appreciate sharing my story. I feel like is the only way that I can return my thanks. So out of all these 4 YouTube channels that influenced on me, what is my big taking aways? One is start, post, and repeat. Start, post, and repeat. Even the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, start, post, and repeat. Consistently, persistently, and regularly. That's the big key. All 4 of them, they did that, and then they grew. Consistency over perfection. Well, yes. Who was that? Alexa. She is a big advocate, and in fact, all those 3, all the other 3 were saying that just do it. Forget about perfection, because everyone makes mistakes, and that's our journey. You can only grow out of those things. You just have to do it, and more doing, you grow more, and more mistakes, you're going to get better faster. I think there's only even a book about that. Audience clarity. So Amy and Tammy, their audience, art audience, and their YouTube audience were a little different, but they were quite clear about that. And then the Kelsey and Alexa, their audience is very clear. Kelsey, she was like all about helping the new creating art business owners, and Alexa was all about Gen-Xers who starting over, especially on YouTube. They were all like very micro, I think it's called niche, and they were having this micro audience, targeting audience. Keep things doable. Don't make it complicated. Honestly, I don't think I can make my videos like Tammy's. It's too much for me, so it's not doable for me. But I can keep it like either, well, definitely like Alexa's, just headshot talking, and show up and share my story, what I'm thinking, what's going on with my life, or art business, and like what's my goal, what I'm going to do next, and all those things. I can do that. I can keep up with my schedule, and like I just talked about my scheduler, and then how simple that is, and how loose that is. It's not like bullet points, bum, 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 that I cannot really keep up with, that I cannot really finish within a day. So make things doable, just small by small, and then just chop it up and make a small achievement every day. I think that's the key for me. Okay, final thoughts of all this. In my 40s, honestly, I don't think I have a lot of time. So if you're thinking, I don't think you do either. Who knows what is going to happen tomorrow? And then I think I'm going to regret about not trying more than how embarrassing me I'm looking right now and making mistakes. So which one am I going to choose? I'd rather try and then see what happens. And if I fail, I'll fail and grow from it. And that's the journey of my life. And I'd rather choose that. Yeah. So if this is all like something that you can relate to, you think this was like kind of inspiring for you or helpful or not, enjoyed, whatever that is. If you have any ideas, then you want to tell me, love to hear. Please leave a comment and follow me and subscribe, and see you in the next video. 안녕. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm going to leave all those YouTube channel links. Of course, you can just like Google them. And I mean, on the YouTube, you can just search them. You'll see them really easy other than Amy-san. Anyway, I'll just have all the links in my description. And I also like to share my PDF. I don't think I shared before in the previous one, so I'm going to have that link as well. So if you think you want to check that out or you want to use it, feel free to print it out and use it. All right.